What's up guys, I'm JacobTSuggs and welcome back to another video. Now, for the next couple videos, unfortunately, you're gonna see that I'm wearing the same exact shirt that I'm wearing right now. And the reason is because I'm gonna be basically pre-recording a bunch of videos because I'm having my tonsils taken out tomorrow morning, meaning that I'm not going to be able to speak for a few days, or like, you know, I'm going to have to heal. I'm not Superman here, so unfortunately that means that I'm going to be MIA and not being able to make videos for a little while. But a while back, I bought this giant Funko Pop porg, and I asked you guys to name him, and I have to get my phone to look at the name, so I'm going to put this little guy behind me for the remainder of the review. So there you go, there he is. I got a lot of people wanting me to name him Clovie after a certain Cloverfield monster that I'm a fan of, and yeah, that's a pretty cool name. I definitely considered it, but he doesn't really look like a clovie, so I might have to pass on that one, but nonetheless, it's a creative name. Phantom Films said, hey, you should name him Pugs, which is a combination of my last name and the name of the creature, and I thought that that was actually pretty funny and creative, but I don't want to name him Pugs. That's just kind of weird, and it's just, I don't want to make my son a meme. I also got a lot of people wanting me to name him Gorp, which is porg spelled backwards, and that's actually pretty funny because my mom basically texted me the exact same thing the night that I bought him, so I mean, there you go. Some of you guys also told me to name him Peter after the Peter W account that I analyzed in the Deadpool 2 video that I introduced him in. So I thought about that, but I have settled on a name, despite all of you being extremely creative, making me laugh and just stuff like that about porg names, which is just a ridiculous topic anyway. Now I've decided to name him Winston, not after Winston Churchill, but rather after Gary Oldman, who won Best Actor for playing Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour. You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth. I'm just kidding. I'm naming him JJ for obvious reasons. I figure that it'd be good to name the porg after the man who brought Star Wars back into the light, and I figured it'd be cool to, you know, name him JJ, and I just thought it'd be cool. Also, he makes a funny noise when you move his head, so you hear that? It's a mystery box. Alright, you're going over here for the remainder of the review. You're just gonna stare at me, and yeah, you look adorable. That being said, I feel like I've talked about JJ the Porg way too much already, so let's move into what I actually want to talk about today. Now, it's no secret that if you're subscribed to this channel, you're probably into really mysterious movies that have either already come out or are coming soon. Films like these inspire me to want to make films of my own, so I really enjoy discussing them here on my channel, which is why I kind of orient my content and base my content on that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's no surprise that the Cloverfield universe, or Cloververse, is honestly one of my favorite cinematic worlds to visit and discuss, and J.J. Abrams' concept of a mystery box is why he's my favorite director working today, and honestly one of my heroes. The utter shock and surprise that these films that Bad Robot produces are so special and unique that literally any small hint of information that they give off captures my attention. And sure, the Cloverfield paradox was a huge surprise, and Bad Robot has Overlord coming out this October, which, from what I've heard, sounds amazing, but they've also got a film that has yet to be released, and it's on their slate of upcoming projects that nobody really talks about. In fact, it's so mysterious that I figured it's worth discussing here, so here we go. The film right now is called Kolma, which could indeed be the final title, or most likely just a production title that will change later on. Kind of like how the Cloverfield paradox was God Particle during production before it was released in February and retitled the Cloverfield paradox. The film was announced back in 2016 and has been confirmed to star Daisy Ridley, an actress that you might know from a series of small independent films called Star Wars The Force Awakens and Star Wars The Last Jedi. So what exactly is this film about? Well, thankfully we do have a synopsis, but keep in mind that this is literally all that we know about this project, so anything else that I mention here is just pure speculation. Kolma is an upcoming remake of the 2003 Israeli TV movie Kolma, or All I've Got, and centers on a man who died in a car accident 50 years ago who waits on the other side for his former girlfriend who survived. While the woman dies, she's given the choice of returning to the day of the accident to live again, or being reunited with her love that's waited on her for this long. That sounds really trippy, but it also does sound like a project that Bad Robot would most likely produce. But what can we take from this synopsis? What is there left to discuss? I mean, this is just just a matter of few sentences, so what can we take away from this? Well, more than you might realize. I know that this is all up in the air, and keep in mind that this is all speculation, but numerous people actually believe that this is the next Cloverfield movie. Given its focus on the afterlife, I mean, it's pretty easy to put the speculation aside. But then again, a Reddit user and the Cloverfield Clues blog website were informed that Taggerado's website was updated with, and I kid you not, an image of Israeli news articles from 2007, which discusses a road being closed for several weeks. This was the last thing that we really got from the Cloverfield Paradox's ARG, and it did really confuse a lot of people, including myself. I remember whenever it came out, everybody was just really confused. Now, unfortunately, Taggerato.jp, or the website that is based for all of this stuff, has been shut down for now, unfortunately, but I'm sure whenever the next Cloverfield movie starts to get hyped up and marketing begins, it'll start up again and we will be treated to yet another ARG or alternate reality game. That did not come out right at all. And keep in mind that what tipped us off to the Cloverfield Paradox being a Cloverfield movie in the first place was a hidden audio file set on the International Space Station during the ARG for 10 Cloverfield Lane back in 2016. And the Israeli news article does coincide to what Kolma is supposedly about, as it starts out with a car accident and it's about a road. I mean, if you put the pieces together, there's definitely something there. Pretty much the only other thing that we know right now about Kolma is that Megan Hawley from the Sunshine Clearing wrote the latest draft of the script, and that this intends to be more of a mystical project than the synopsis gives off, and that's pretty much all we know. I am also excited to see how Daisy Ridley fits into this universe, if it is a part of the Cloverfield world, as I am a fan of Daisy Ridley. I think that she gave an amazing performance in Star Wars The Force Awakens, and in that really forgettable train movie that I saw a couple months ago. I do believe that this is extremely likely to be the next Cloverfield film, as the ARG just kind of lines up. Granted, I also thought that Overlord was going to be the next Cloverfield film, and that was recently confirmed to be false, so I guess it's all speculation right now, and take what I say with a grain of salt, but that's just my guess. I also want to mention that this sounds very similar to a very popular episode of Black Mirror, which I'm also a fan of. I did a review of season 4 very recently, so it does sound a lot like San Junipero, or Junipero, however you say it, but maybe it'll be diverse enough to differentiate itself from the show. That being said, that's pretty much all we know about Kolma right now. If you have any information, please let me know down in the comments below, and if you like this video, feel free to share and give it a big thumbs up. And as always, I'm Frame by Frame. Remember the name, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!